Howdy, Mike here, and today we're going to do a basic Facebook ads training to help you get really cheap conversions to grow your email list using your lead magnet. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time if you can hear the cartoons in the background because I'm a rock star parent and I'm using baby Einstein to distract my son so I can help you find folks today. So I'm going to do a couple things. I'm actually going to walk you through exactly how to set up this ad in Ads Manager so you can see exactly what buttons to push and just follow along and do it yourself if you're not very tech savvy. Then I'm going to show you a successful ad, what the copy looks like, why we chose what we chose, show you very briefly kind of what a landing page looks like, and then tell you the system that I use to basically test it all out and to make sure that you're getting cheap conversions. And this system is exactly what I use with all of my clients, and every single one of my client lead magnet campaigns right now is converting from cold traffic. They're getting 3 or 4 subscribers per dollar. Give me a second, I'm going to turn this down a touch. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, so we're basically, if you do this, you should be able to get 3 to 4 subscribers per dollar to cold traffic, and then and maybe even more. I know we have I have a client right now that is averaging 15 cents per conversion, and yesterday on a $5 spend, he got 41 conversions, which is about 12 cents per email conversion. This client right here that I'm using his account to run to show you this. I'm using him as an example. You can see here, this is the last week. He's spending 32 and 33 cents per conversion for the male ad and the female ad. And then he's making half of his money back from a offer on the back end, a $7 tripwire program in the fitness niche. So anyway, this you can see that you can get some really great results consistently with as little as $5 a day on these things. So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before I do, I just want to give a shout out since I'm using his stuff. This is Jason from Anyman Fitness. If you don't know him, he's awesome. He is a former teacher. He just left his teaching job to focus 100% on his fitness business, which is fantastic. I've actually hired him before. I've coached with him before. We work together now. Great dude. So if you're interested in fitness stuff, go check this guy out. It's Anyman Fitness. Anyway, so back to this. So the first thing, let's talk about creating the campaign. You're just going to go right here to this button on the left, Create Campaign. This is an Ads Manager, not Power Editor. I'm just trying to keep it simple for y'all. Oh, one more thing I will say. Your offer needs to not suck. Like, that's a big thing. Like, we're going to talk about all this and this technical stuff you can do, but your offer needs to not suck. And really, I'm looking at you, Fit Pros, because so many Fit Pros put out the same BS 4 tips to lose weight and build muscle. Like, nobody cares. That is not a good offer. You need to make sure that you know who your target audience is, that you know what problem they have, and that you are solving that specific problem. Focus on one thing and solve that one thing, and make sure that one thing ties into your main offer. If you do that, you're going to do fine. So with ads, we've got 3 different things. We've got our campaign objective, we have our ad set, and we have our ad. Okay, campaign objective is really the most important. It determines everything. It's how Facebook is going to optimize your ad. Ad set, we're looking at targeting, budget, that kind of stuff, and then the ad is the copy, the image, those sort of things. So I think it's pretty clear here, like what's your marketing objective, just determining what you want. But you know, we'll break it down so it's easier for you. A lot of people use clicks to website. You can test it, but I very rarely use this. If you boost your post, you're doing this page post engagement, and that's just getting more likes, shares, comments. It doesn't really help you to build your email list. What you want to do is conversions. Website conversions is when somebody goes to your website and performs an action that is the conversion. So for you, it would be they go to your website, they give you their email address to download your lead magnet, right? So the way conversions are going to work, I'm not going to go into this too much, but basically you need to install the Facebook Pixel, which you just go Ads Manager here, you go to All Tools, and you're going to click Pixels. And you need to put that pixel code on the thank you page. So not the landing page, the page after, the one you want them to hit, the one you want to optimize for. You're optimizing to get people to opt in and hit the thank you page. So the pixel goes there. All right, so conversions. We select conversions. We're going to name it whatever. Don't worry about the split test thing, especially if you're on a budget. I think you need to have like a really high budget to use that anyway. But you're just going to pick conversions, name it what you want, and then go to this next part. So the first thing we do here, now you can see we're in the ad set section. We are going to do a website conversion. You're going to click here, and you need to pick the pixel that we said to install. Okay, so the conversion type we're using is complete registration, and like I said, this pixel is installed on the thank you page, so we select that, and this is optimizing for that registration for your product. For audiences, for targeting, when we're talking about a lead magnet, when we're doing conversions, Facebook is actually going to optimize for conversions, and they're going to make this ad better over time. And so what this really means is that the more conversions you get, Facebook will start to look for people within your audience that are similar to the ones converting and target them, show them the ad. And so it's actually going to decrease your spend over time. And so what this really means is you want to have a bigger audience, right? You don't want to over target. You don't want to put in shrink down the audience too small with interest targeting. You want to keep it bigger. I'm going to recommend, when you look at potential reach here, that you want to be in the 500,000 to 2 million range. That's what I've found converts the best. So when I'm doing an audience, I'm doing one of two things. I'm either doing targeting one interest, or I'm doing a custom audience, right? And so here, what we did for this guy's ad is we're doing a lookalike audience based on his email subscribers. So we took all his email subscribers, we loaded it in, and it popped out this lookalike audience, which is 2 million people on Facebook that look just like his email subscribers. This has worked really well for us, but we tested a whole bunch of things. So you can do that. You can do custom audience from page likes, from website visits, whatever, or you can just do interest targeting. We actually started with an interest targeting, and we were getting less than 50-cent conversions just targeting an interest. But then we tested those, and I'll get into that with my system, how to test them. But figure out who you're targeting. Split by gender. Target men or target women. Don't target both. You'll notice he had two ads. We had a men's ad and a women's ad, okay? You need to use different language in your ad copy. You need to use different images. It's a different message. Even if it's the same lead magnet, the messaging needs to be different because men and women respond differently, okay? Choose your age range, whatever you want to, the type of people you want to work with. I would recommend typing in English, US or UK or all, depending on what you're targeting, just because you don't want to get people that don't speak your language. That's happened. I have a client we were targeting in California, and he was getting a lot of Spanish-speaking people, even though the ad was in English, and he didn't speak Spanish. That didn't help him. Okay, so targeting, you can do whatever you want. I mean, this is stuff he's targeted before, but, pick one interest, right? And then we're going to talk about the testing system. The first thing we're going to test is copy. Then we'll test targeting after that. So just pick one that's related to your niche. If you work with powerlifters, target powerlifting. If you do with social media, target somebody, in the area. Like, for example, I don't know that you can target Dan yet, but maybe if your target market was the same as Dan's, you would target Dan Meredith. You can target people like that. You want to uncheck this expand interests. It says they'll increase conversions at lower cost, if they can. You can do that if you want. I uncheck it because I want to target the people that I want to target. Connection type. I generally go and exclude people who like my page. The reason I do that is just because I don't want people to see it that already know about me. I want to bring in new people. Placement. This is really important. You only want Facebook, you don't want Instagram or Audience Network, and you want mobile only, right? You can test mobile and desktop if you want, but where's most people's attention? It's on mobile. They're looking at their cell phones. That's where you're going to get the best conversions. Now you can see here it says I'm going to get fewer conversions because I'm not using Audience Network and Instagram. Just ignore that, okay? Budget, literally do $5 a day. That's all you need to do, okay? Now we get here, we want to optimize the ad delivery for conversions, not impressions or anything else. Conversions, that's our goal. But conversion window, this is actually a fairly new thing. We're going to go with one-day click. Okay, now this really depends on your offer, but if you're offering something where somebody clicks it and it may take multiple days for them to actually commit, like maybe if it's a purchase, then it's worth testing 7-day. But you're offering a free lead magnet, okay? They're gonna click on it and they're gonna decide right then whether they're gonna opt in or not. And if they don't opt in, they're probably not coming back. So do 1-day click and optimize that way. It's gonna be the best thing for you, okay? Then we're gonna continue, and here we're gonna pick all the stuff for our actual ad. Video, image, carousel, all these different things. Just do a single image. This is the easiest thing to do. It's getting the best conversions. I know a lot of people like video. What I've noticed from testing video is that there are benefits to it, like building a video audience, but when you do the video, people get distracted by the video and they don't convert as well. So single image, easiest way to do it. Don't do carousel. There are reasons to do it, but for this, keep it simple, single image. We'll talk about the image here in a second and the copy, and actually I'm going to go ahead and switch over now to this particular ad. You all right, bud? Okay, so I'm going to switch over to this ad so you can see it and you can see why we did what we did. So Jason has this he's got a great program he's run for a long time called No Cardio Fat Shredding, and he's helped well over 1,000 people now with this program through Anyman Fitness, and he also has a group called Living the Dream, and he has an ebook called Living the Dream, which we've now turned into a bigger product. It was like basically his coaching program in book form, and then we created a smaller guide that we're using for the lead magnet. Anyway, so that's what we're doing here. And so what we've done, this is basic copy, and I'm going to tell you about split testing the copy here in a bit, but I just want you to see this so you can understand the reasoning. The first thing we did, we want it to be congruent as much as possible. So the image, right? When we choose the image, that's the first thing we look at. You want the image to match on your landing page. So if you look at the landing page here, you see that exact same image in Living the Dream on the front and his brand on the front cover of that ebook. That's the front cover. So we put that same image right here on the ad. Okay, Living the Dream, the name of the course, the guide, the lead magnet, whatever it is, right here. And then we describe right away, what is it? It is a guide for busy men who have little time for the gym and want to get shredded without cardio, right? And then you look at Jason here, and guess what? He does no cardio. He doesn't have a ton of time because he was, like I said, full-time teacher, ran an online business, has 2 girls, and he got these results. This is a real picture. It's not photoshopped or anything. That's what he looks like on a day-to-day basis, doing no cardio, working out 2 hours a week, only 3 workouts a week, so 2 hours total from those 3 workouts. And that's really appealing for busy men, which is, busy men and women. That's who he's targeting, people like him that are parents that work multiple jobs, that sort of thing. So this copy really, really sticks with people. So you want to make sure, like, when you're doing it here, what is the name of your lead magnet? What is it? It's a guide. And who's it for? Busy men who have this and want to do this, right? So busy men who have this problem, not enough time, and want to get this result. So guys, if you're, and please don't steal his copy, but this gives you a template. Then what else? We add a little perk in there. What does it include beyond the guide? A free workout and nutrition program designed to fit your busy lifestyle. So he actually gives them a sample workout program and nutrition program that they can follow and start getting results right away. So if somebody downloaded this book and just worked on it for a week, they would get results. I know it. I've seen inside his business, I've seen the people get results. So he's providing a lot of value here. The last thing, this is the call to action, okay? And we've added a bunch of stuff, but we say to get this free guide, give me 1 second. What do you need, bud? Welcome to the dadpreneur life. How to go help the little man. So you see here the call to action. It could just be to get this free guide, tap below, but we actually wanted to do more. So we said, to get the free guide, you need to tap like, comment with I'm in, and then tap learn more. We told them exactly what to do, and that's important. We went with the tap like and comment because we wanted to create social proof. So this ad, actually, we had to redo it, so it's not fully optimized, and we haven't done it hasn't been running for too long, but you can see he's got 59 likes and 57 comments. So people are commenting, he's starting a conversation with them. That helps. It also makes the ad cheaper because there's social proof. And then it tells them what to do. Learn more. Tap the learn more button. You'll also notice this is mobile. So we said tap the button, right? We didn't say click the button. We said tap the button. It's a minor thing. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, but we're trying to be as clear and concise as possible with the call to action. And this formula right here, this template, works really well for just about any ad. Like, telling them what they're getting. Another thing you can do is call out the location or the people you want to reach, and then tell them what the offer is. But this is a good template to start. Then going through this, you have to put the website URL. We have it here. Something with this website URL, you'll notice it here at the bottom of the ad. We used to be able to put whatever we wanted in this, where is it? Display URL right here. We could literally put anything we wanted. And so we used to put like a sub headline or anymanfitness.com, like we would put a website, something like that. But now if the URL does not match, it'll get rejected. So just leave it blank. Whatever your landing page thing is, put it there. Most people don't care. I haven't noticed any effect on your cost per conversion, but you don't want to get rejected from that. And if you have an ad and it has a display URL that is not the exact URL that you're sending them to, you want to change this because they will retroactively reject the ad, which is what happened with his and why we had to kind of start over. So then you look at the headline. Really simple. Guide to getting shredded without cardio. Boom. Okay, that worked really effectively. We could say guide for men or something like that, but you want to keep it short. And one thing I always try and keep track of here, two things. Here, I don't want the headline to be like ... where they don't see the full headline. I want it to fit completely in this preview so they see all of it. So make it short enough that it fits. And same with this copy. I don't want to ever have to click the read more button for the copy. I try to keep it short and simple and get my message across. And this is going to help you write better copy because you're going to have to be concise and to the point. So try and keep it all visible without them clicking anything other than the button. Yeah, so that's it for the ad there. Let me quickly show you the landing page. And what I really want you to see here is that this is a stupidly simple landing page, and it's congruent. Congruent, there's a reason that fitness people don't, it's really hard to get high relevancy scores because fitness, it's hard with Facebook's terms and conditions, but this one has a relevancy score of 10 because we're super congruent, right? So we said, guide to getting shredded without cardio. Guide for busy men who want to get shredded without cardio. We have this image of Jason and his girls. We have that image. Live in the Dream is the name of the course. Live in the Dream right here. Okay, we said guide. We continue to say guide, right? Now, another thing that's important is this headline, this image, and this button. This whole thing, you'll notice, looks really silly because it's mobile optimized. We're only sending it to mobile. When you look at this on your mobile device, all you see is the headline, the picture, and the button. Nothing else. And it's important that the button is in there when they load it up. They don't have to scroll or anything. And that's going to make it, it's going to increase your conversion. So make sure you check that on mobile devices. And hey, buddy, here you go. Make sure you check that on mobile devices and take advantage of that. All right, you're going to come help me out? All right, now we got the little man, so hopefully he doesn't press any buttons. Then we've got some bullet points. We've got what they get. Includes the free program and stuff. It's very congruent. We have the button. This is on ClickFunnels. The button is a pop-up. Same thing. Download Live in the Dream. Enter your name to get your free fat loss guide with sample workout nutrition plan. Name, email, tap to download. This works really well. Thank you, buddy. Baby kisses. All right. So you have that. So let's talk about. Let's just talk about the system, like how you're going to get the costs down. Okay, this is the real important part now that we've gone through all this. What you're going to do, hey, don't touch that, bud. What you're going to do is you're going to follow a really basic system, and it involves testing. You need to test. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to test the copy. So remember when I said just pick a single interest to target? That's because we're testing the copy first. We'll test the targeting later. So what I recommend is creating 2 versions of the body text. So that's going to be this text right here. You want to have 2 different versions of that, and you want to have 2 different versions of the headline, okay? And then when you do that and you combine those, you're going to end up with 4 variations just from those 2 things. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in Ads Manager. We're going to, so let me get out of here, right? We're going to go into, we're going to create our variations. So you're going to have your one ad, and then once you've made it, you've published it, it's been approved, you're going to create a similar campaign, and you're going to just make the variation. So you're going to replace the, your first one is copy 1, headline 1, and then ad 2 is copy 1, headline 2, and then copy 3 is or ad 3 is copy 2, headline 2, and then ad 4 is copy 2, headline 1. And then you're going to just run them and find out which copy works the best, which one gets you the most conversions. And it takes about 72 hours. It takes about 72 hours for these ads to optimize, to find out how they're really going to work. Okay, so I would run it for 3 days, and then just kill the losing ads until you have one winning ad for the copy. Once you have that winning ad copy, then what you're going to do is you're going to create more variations. You're going to clone that ad using the same ad copy, but you're going to test different targeting, okay? So you might have that original targeting, you might test another interest, a different interest. So if you're doing, let's say, a powerlifting program, maybe you start with powerlifting. Now you're going to test powerlifting versus physical fitness, right? And then you're going to test that against a lookalike audience for your Facebook page likes and a lookalike audience for your website visitors, okay? And then you're going to let those run, and you're going to see which one performs the best. At that point, you should have one ad that's converting really, really well, and that's only a week. And if you did that for 5 days, you're spending $100 over that 5 days, and you're probably going to have a winning ad at that point that's converting subscribers at least under 50 cents. Once you have that, then the next thing you can do is you can split test images if you'd like, but remember the image needs to match the landing page because you need to stay congruent, so you would have to change that too. Or you can just leave it the way it is and be happy with what you have, or run more tests, but test it. But once you get there, once you're under $1, or really once you're under 50 cents, let it run. Because remember how I said that Facebook ads are going to optimize and with that big audience, and they're going to start finding the people that are similar to the people converting. What happens with that is it's going to optimize it for you, and Facebook will probably take it from 50-cent conversions down to 30, 25 cent, 20-cent conversions without you doing anything but letting it run. So let Facebook do the work for you in that sense. But anyway, little man is getting restless. He's going to try and destroy my computer if I don't get off soon. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them below. I hope you found this helpful, and I will catch y'all later.